Hello guys, so welcome back for some more Vistia. Today I got a surprise for you. I don't usually rush these things so much, but I was asked by someone to do a decent tutorial on how to analyze basic supply and demand areas, support or resistance in basic chart. So today we're going to be looking at dynamic support and resistance with just two simple tools, lines and trend lines. That's all we're going to be using today. As always, I invite you to subscribe. I invite you to support all these platforms that I've got here. I've got Vistia News at t.me/Vistia News on Telegram, free news every day. You also have YouTube Live and Twitch. You got both. Don't forget to subscribe on both and share your support. Going to be doing much more soon, guys. Today we're going to be doing some education. So as always, don't forget to join on all these platforms so you can catch up. Don't forget to check Vistia Media on Twitter. Also, you have Discord and all the other platforms. I'll be showing on all streams except this one. Today we're going to be looking at support and resistance, and as always I have an example here for you. This is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. Today we're going to be looking at Bitcoin. It's going to be a regular chart today, even though I was looking at logarithmic chart. But today I want you to see that you can use all these tools as well as the information, the knowledge, the techniques. You can use them across all markets. They will always be respected, right? Some markets will behave in different ways to others, and today we're going to be looking at just support and resistance. Just support and resistance. In this case, dynamic support and resistance, because that's what we really care about when it comes to trading, right? And investing. Really, both investors and traders care about dynamic support, because that's what really you see price moving somewhere when that support or resistance are moving. When they dynamic, they move across areas, and you see that people are willing to buy higher even though the price is going higher, right? Too quickly. The people are willing to buy higher. Let's get rid of this. People are willing to buy higher even though they should wait until the price comes back down, which is really what it is all about. You buy low, sell high, right? That's what everyone says, right? It really is about just buying low and selling high. But how can you tell when it's low or high, right? Those are relative terms, right? Just like being still and being in motion are also very relativistic terms when you think about it. So you have to always bear in mind previous data, right? If the price wasn't moving that much, for example, this means that in comparison to previous data, the price has shown that price has gone up. So dynamic support has been proven here to be, of course, higher and higher. So in the long term, it is still pretty strong, even though people are seeing pretty tough losses, right? Because people are trading, people are using leverage, right? Those are different terms that I will explain at some other time, maybe with questions and stuff. As always, I invite you to do questions, but not when we're doing a quick tutorial live session, right? It is a different type of session. Today I'm going to be wrapping up in just a few minutes. It's just going to be a short one, but you need to see what we're really talking about, because today I want you to understand that first of all you got two tools, right? You can use the rays or the lines, doesn't matter, right? You need horizontal lines and trend lines in order to tell where dynamic support is and where it could be moving next. That's really what we are doing here. So if you understand that this dynamic support is moving, right, is this support is of course first here, right? You have to understand there is a support there, another support there, and another support right there. You have to wait and understand that these areas are going to be impacting the price in the short and long term, right? Especially in the long term, right? But we are still to see more changes in the price for us to be able to tell what's happening next, because at this point the price is pretty much going down from the peaks. It can't be analyzed in the short term. Let's just say it's too volatile, right? So today we're not going to be looking at the short term. We're going to be looking at the weekly only, because that's what we're really for. We're here to learn, we're not here to predict. All right, so today, if you are new to this, I invite you to start using TradingView. TradingView is a very good tool that you can use on PC or on a website or on your phone, and it is amazing how it helps you learn and it helps you visualize all markets and add tools, indicators, extra information, calendar, alerts, lots of interesting posts from the community as well, that people that use this tool, they manage to find good opportunities as well, very good to use. And you should be looking, of course, at all the information that you can find on here and anywhere else, right? Because you can juxtapose this with another chart, for example, and see correlation or whatever, right? These things happen. So today I'm going to try show you as well as support, because gonna get rid of our moving averages, because today we're not going to be talking about moving averages, and I have way too many moving averages. Always 2 or 3 moving averages at least, right? You have to get used to less. The less, the better, right? Don't get yourself confused, right? Don't get your chart too messy from the start. Don't, right? What I like to do is copy my chart across platforms, and then I'll modify it a little bit, right, depending on my needs. Because on a device I might be looking at something, on a different device I might be looking at something else, right? Sometimes on my phone I don't have the time for detail and just go for the weekly time frames, for example, right? This is a good way, for example, for you can add text. You see, you can even add text and see like the resistance, and this is support, for example. Like really nice. It already gives you that option on this new version. Very nice. So you can see trend lines. There are rules for trend lines. The bottom one, don't look at it, all right, because I still haven't finished it, and that's going to take me longer, because that is really where the action is, right? Right below. That's what people are waiting. That's why we're seeing so much volatility lately. But don't you wait. don't you worry. Let's just wait, right? It is going to be interesting at the top, because that's where I can show you guys. We could even draw true trend lines using these highs. We can even use just this and wait, right? Because you can draw these in two different ways, but the more precise and correct way to use it is, of course, you adapt it as it changes. But of course, you should be trying to englobe as many touches as possible, first of all. And second, you need to start from the highest point to the lowest point, trying not to go too low, because this would break this trend line here, right? So at that point, that trend line is not worth anything anymore. As you go down to the daily, you can see what I'm talking about, right? There are harmonic patterns here, blah blah blah, yes, but we are still not seeing anything, right? This is a harmonic pattern that could force the price higher as long as it stays below this point. Let me show you, because harmonic patterns also show dynamic support, but in this case we are seeing lots of selling pressure, as you can see by this pattern also breaking this low. But that would also make the pattern stronger, right? That huge wick on that candle, you see how I managed to create a perfect level with that with that trend line on the weekly. I managed to create a perfect level where people are waiting for more action. That could be another entry for more people behind, right? So this is what I think, all right? Because as I said, harmonic patterns also can show you information. If we invalidate this level right here, right there, that's where the harmonic pattern shows strength. So we're gonna make that a dotted line, because that's what the harmonic pattern says. Wait, this is an area with lots of liquidity. We are going to wait and see, because if it does not go below that line, let's turn it down a little bit like that, maybe on that peak with the volume right there, right? Perfect. You can see that we're using volume profile as well to show us perfect support or resistance. That's another way to use it, but you should try use it. Do the trend lines first and your support with lines first, then you verify with the volume. That's a good way to correct yourself, because the volume will change over time if you wait on the right time frames. Of course, you need to wait on the right time frames. Don't you go too low, right? People tend to go to the 15-minute, the 30-minute. They think the faster I trade, the more money I make. Right? The lower I go, the more opportunities I have, the more money I make, or the more money I can lose, right? That's also another way looking about it. You can think about it that way, right? You can look at it both ways, and you realize it's risky, isn't it? It's risky. Are you gonna run that risk? You're gonna run that risk with your money? Oh, be careful, man. Be careful if you're trading. I'm gonna show you one last tool today, because we have to go now. And today, just rectangles and lines. That's it. Not too hard. So today we're going to be doing your resistance right there. You see that area, that perfect area where I showed you the trend line could be invalidated. Right below that resistance, we could be finding support. So just wait. Just you wait, guys. It is looking awesome. It is looking awesome. If you go on the logarithmic chart for Bitcoin, it also looks really interesting
once you do that on the regular, and look at that, it looks like a huge move at the bottom, and at the top it looks a really thin area. Let's go back to regular, right? Don't cheat, and don't try to make things appear like what they actually don't appear like on the regular chart. And bottom support right here, you can see that we are looking at this area for support, but really I don't want to show you that area. I want to show you the general area on the weekly where we just found a bounce right there. We just found a bounce there, and that proves that indeed we could see interesting moves above this level, right? That's what I told you. This area is a lot of liquidity right below resistance. We could be finding support. So that's a general rule that you need to follow, because it could give you good opportunities. Of course, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. It was a true honor to bring you this session today. I know we didn't do much, but already with this harmonic pattern that I'm showing you, right? I'm going to be showing you harmonic patterns in the future, but I can show you that already using triangles, right? This is a pattern that uses Fibonacci levels to pretty much comprehend that this area could be allowing moves higher, right? Oh, let me get rid of that, guys. We just went full hacker mode on the chart. I just wanted to show you that the harmonic pattern itself shows that if we draw a rectangle right below this area, that area now is carrying support on the lower time frames. Go on the 1 hour. Look, we are drawing another harmonic pattern. That's a harmonic pattern, right? That is another harmonic pattern, right there. That's huge, guys. Dynamic support is ultimately, let's go on the 3 hours. Dynamic support, I want to show you because you don't see it on the high time frames till you go down, right? You look at every single thing and you realize, wait a minute, right? Don't go on the lower time frames. Don't go on the high time frames, and you go from this low, right? And we can do it this way, just so you can see that today just wanted to be on time for this. I just wanted to be on time for this and to bring you the best information possible. Look at this. Right? We try to engulf as many touches as possible, but on the lower side, because we need to go. All right. And I was trying to do this. Just so you can see, guys, that we're going a bit crazy with that trend line, but you draw this channel, and there's three areas within this channel. Look at that. These 3 areas. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. What is that? Let me show you. Let me show you with squares so you can understand. Right? That is opportunity for entry right there. Another opportunity, right? Where you can see, once you see those moves, you understand. Look at that. Bam. One volume there. Bam. Another volume there. Look at that. More volume there. And bam. More volume at this area. Because we broke through and we actually used it as support after. But that's only the short term, guys. Don't get too obsessed with that over the long term. Don't. It's already getting messy. Look at that. Crazy. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that, guys. Crazy. Right? Let me just show you that volume is going to confirm ultimately everything. That's what I'm trying to say, right? That's what I'm trying to say. And the chart is also trying to say that, guys. Don't follow what people say on Twitter. Follow your own heart. Follow your own eyes. Thank you. Thank you for your time. We're going to be wrapping up already. So thank you for your time, guys. Thank you for your support. And I'll be seeing you on the next session. Don't forget to check Telegram daily news, t.me/Vistia News, and live on YouTube and Twitch. Don't forget to check out Vistia Media on Twitter. And I'll see you next on the next gaming stream in a few hours. Thank you. Have a good day. All right. See you later.